consulting God boldly without the need to disguise ourselves. Amen. So I'm going to take that off, my disguise, and we're going to jump right into Joshua 9, verses 13, 14, and 15 in the English Standard Version. It says, "These wineskins were new when we filled them, and behold, they have burst. And these garments and sandals of ours are worn out from the very long journey." So the men took some of their provisions, but did not ask counsel from the Lord. And Joshua made peace with them and made a covenant with them to let them live. And the leaders of the congregation swore to them. So what's going on here? We're seeing that Israel is taking back their land, right? And Joshua's victory has spread. The kings around that are over the cities around them have begun to plot against Joshua, except for the Gibeonites, right? And so the Gibeonites, they feared God and asked for mercy. So they came in disguised as people who were traveling from afar when yet they lived right next door, right? So they were deceptive and they were lying. So they were masked, right? That's why I came in with the mask, trying to show you this. But just like Rahab, this lie protected them, because in Rahab's story, if you recall, she lied to protect the spies, but also her family. And the Gibeonites are doing the same to save themselves and gain a spot in God's land. Amen. So Joshua makes the mistake of not consulting or seeking counsel, right, from God, and falls right into the deception of the Gibeonites. And if you recall back in the book of Numbers, chapter 27, 21, it said that they were to seek counsel. Okay. Joshua was supposed to seek counsel before making any decisions like this. Numbers 27, 21 says, "And he shall stand before Eleazar and the priest, and who shall inquire for him by the judgment of the Urim before the Lord. And his word they shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole congregation." And the result of Joshua not seeking counsel among them is seen in Joshua 9, verse 23, where it says, "Now therefore you are cursed, and some of you shall never be anything but servants, cutters of wood and drawers of water for the house of my God." So Joshua's covenant with the Gibeonites threatened Israel's covenant with God. And so the consequence was that the Gibeonites then became workers for Israel. And you may think, well, that's good, they had help. But no, because they were among Israel, still doing what they used to do, living in sin and worshiping their idols. And now that was the consequence of Joshua's decision without seeking guidance from the Lord. Okay. And as his children, we should always seek counsel, ask God, pray about situations before we go ahead and we do things on our own. Now, it's interesting how the Gibeonites, who were not children of God, feared him before even living for him. Okay. And many Christians today get comfortable and we don't fear the Lord in everything that we do, and we need to be careful about that. So in these couple of verses, I found so much that we could learn from this story where Joshua and the Gibeonites are involved. And so we need to trust the Lord that his promises will come through. Okay. We should never go ahead and try to do things on our own, especially if God has promised us something. He'll keep his promise. We should never try to go ahead and do something on our own without seeking God, because we all know what that ends up in, right? Yep. falling flat on our faces. So what do we learn from today? Number one, don't make the mistake that Joshua did. Seek counsel. Don't take it upon yourself to make a decision on something God has already promised you. Amen. And the second thing is, we're so blessed to not have to come disguised like the Gibeonites did, where they came in and they lied about who they were in order to be in the land, in God's land. And so that to us is a blessing, right? So we need to seek him. We need to be in obedience and trust in his decision through faith, right? So I hope that these words were encouraging to you. I hope that you guys were able to enjoy this as much as I did and learn so much from just a couple of verses. Have a blessed Friday. We can't wait to see you guys this weekend. Don't forget, women's group is at my house tomorrow, Saturday at 2:30. If you need the address, get in touch with me and I will let you know my address. And then on Sunday, we will be meeting in person for our Sunday service where Pastor Jimmy and Sister Selena returned from resting and enjoying some time off to rejuvenate and continue working for God's kingdom. Amen. God bless you. Bye-bye.